Hello again, welcome back. This is the final video of the week, and this time I'm doing the universe in all its glory. Universe, you get all these discs, you get discs within this. There's basically 19 discs in here, including one in 3D, and you get a booklet. So it's 6 seasons of the universe. This is something I bought years ago, and I watched the videos even before that. It was the History Channel made it in America, and you could get it. I used to just rent them on Love Film, and just watch them there. And eventually it came out one Christmas. This was available for 30 quid or something, so I thought I would get it. So it means a 3D disc, which is just a basic introduction to it in 3D, which is fun if a bit shallow, but I enjoyed it. But the real meat of it is in the series. The series has lots of scientists talking about various areas of science. The first season starts out with the sun, the planets, going through individual planets and explaining them and explaining their worth, and talking about basic stuff like life and the universe and things. It's very much a primer for the rest of the series. Once they get beyond that, season 2 onwards, it becomes more in depth with certain subjects. You get stuff about time travel, alternative realities, like sex in space, like surviving in space, like catastrophes that can come to Earth, the long-term survival, AI, all that stuff is covered here, like space travel, what are the problems of space travel. You know, lots of weird scientific things, like 6 seasons worth, so it's quite a big box. There's lots of really great stuff, and the reason why I got this and the reason why I enjoy watching these is because I love all that kind of stuff. Like space travel is one of my things I really like. Just any science thing I will happily watch a documentary on, and this one has lots of good scientists talking about it in interesting ways, and ways that make sense. Like they know how to explain something, so you're getting the general explanation stuff, but then it gets more complicated as the episode goes on, and it gives you a complicated view of the subject, so you're not just getting told what through the gibberish, you're getting like a basic education of stuff like time travel, space travel, whatever it means. And they go into God knows how many weird subjects. I mean, they really cover it. By the time the 6 seasons are over, you feel they've covered everything. Of course, it's been made 10 years ago, and now after 10 years more discoveries made, you think, they need another season of this. They need more of these now. Because it is just wonderful. I mean, it's very addictive. It's a very addictive show if you like the subject, because it's easy to watch without talking down to you. I mean, since then there's other people have come out with other science shows. Like you get things like Brian Cox, Wonders of the Solar System, Wonders of the Universe, things like that, which I really like as well. There's a new version of Cosmos that was made a year or 2 ago. You know, there's lots of science shows like Blue Planet, you know, Planet Earth. All that stuff I'm a sucker for. You know, I'm a sucker for, I mean, based in the winter, I watch a lot of nature documentaries and science documentaries. You know, I hibernate to those kind of things. And this is the motherlode of it. The universe is the motherlode. That's just the best version of it. It's just everything that's available. I'll just open it up and I'll show individual episodes, like what there is. Let's go to the middle seasons, because you get the covers on this, tells you what's in them. So your alien faces, deadly comets, living in space, and light speed. I'm just trying to give you an example of stuff. Edge of space, cosmic phenomena. It fell from space, death stars, which is not what you think. It's about stars that blow up and things like that. 10 ways to destroy the Earth. Pulsars and quasars, liquid universe, things like that. I mean, it covers a lot. It just covers everything you could possibly want. If you're interested in science, it's it's almost like the people who made it thinking, what am I curious about now every season? And they're doing like a list and it's like, let's try and do as much of this as possible. And you feel probably researching all the time for this show because there's always something new, something exciting to watch. So like, so even if it's something like you think, I've seen this before, like comets or something, what's new about comets? Then you describe how comets work in detail, the gravitational pulls on them, and the makeup of them in real detail, and give a lot of description of what they can and can't do and things. And suddenly becomes fascinating. Like Sex and Space sounds a bit funny, and then you realise how important it is to space travel and interplanetary travel and how complicated it all is with no gravity and how do you reproduce, and it suddenly becomes fascinating. So that's what the show is all about. It's like, what are the complications? What are the complications of alternative universes, or parallel universes? What would it need scientifically for them to exist? Why do people think they exist? Why do people think they don't exist? Why do people think time travel exists? Why do people think it doesn't exist? And all the details and all the complications of that go in the show as well. So there's just a lot of details that are really fascinating that go into this show, and it always makes it worthwhile to watch because it's something that's just wonderful. The curiosity of the universe, of what's going on in it, and how it's much more fascinating scientifically than most TV shows will allow for, most news reports will allow for. Because they just say science, you always think mad scientists. I mean, used in media, science is presented in a very dull way, and this shows you how fascinating it is and how complicated it is, which isn't shown enough. I think there's a big hunger for it, because whenever like Brian Cox does a tour sold out, whenever anyone does any of this kind of stuff or do a show about it, it's always at high viewing figures. So people are obviously interested in this area. It's just not serviced enough because they think it's too complicated. Or it's not, it just needs to be done properly the way that Universe did it, where it was very carefully worked out how not to lose an audience, how to explain things carefully, precisely, and getting to the point of everything, making sure you understand why it's important. And that's what science needs. Why is this important? Why is that important? So whenever you hear a good scientist talk, that's when it's fascinating, if they know how to talk well and explain the details, explain why something's important and what the meaning of it and why it relates to the Big Bang or something, and why like expanding universe and stuff like that, and why it's important and how we know these things, you know, and what was all the details into finding out how to know these things, and how hard it was to figure it out, and how long science has actually been in existence, you know, in our very young, you know, because humanity's still pretty young. It's only 2,000 or 3,000 years old, really as a thinking, functioning, you know, beings really. Before that, you were just savages slowly emerging, and then people started conquering areas and expanding them with calendars, and we could actually, you know, record, time and see where we were and invent myths. But we're still pretty young in our development, and that's what's so good about these kind of shows, where they explain where we are in the universe really, and why we're important, why we're not important, and things like that. So I'd recommend trying to get Universe. If you're interested in science at all, the Universe is the one to see, is the big thing to see. It's the thing that will make you disappear from anybody you know for a good couple of weeks. And I'm sure a few of them might miss you, but most of them won't. It worked for me. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back next week with my normal schedule again. But I said, I didn't really do much after seeing Shore. It was quite a bit. And I've still got Hotel Terminus to watch. It's another one I'm like... Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll speak to you soon.